Hi guys, Tara Scott from Revitalize. Today I want to talk about an elimination diet. So a lot of people who are having GI symptoms are kind of searching the web and trying to do a lot of things on their own. Now, if you have certain symptoms that you think could be triggered by a food, one of the things you may want to consider is an elimination diet. There's lots of different ways to do that, and certainly you can Google, but some of the ways that I was taught is that most people react to things that are processed and those kind of things. So first getting down to like a whole foods diet, a lot of people have success doing something like the Whole30, because that is eliminating, I think, soy, eggs, grains, legumes, and those are the ones that are the most commonly reacted. I've had one person say go down to everything except for rice and lamb. Now, lamb is not that popular of something to eat, and so that would be something that would be pretty difficult to do. But generally, something like Whole30 is pretty successful because, number one, it's 30 days. And it takes your body at least 21 to 28 days to get those circulating immune complexes out of there. For example, if you're reacting to a food like gluten or dairy and you don't eat any for 2 weeks, you still have those antibodies around. So you've got to get those out so that your antibody complexes can go down, and then you reintroduce the food. And after we say 4 weeks, after 4 weeks, we tell you to eat the food every day for 4 days and not reintroduce another food. So for example, if you thought you were going to do an elimination diet and maybe you just wanted to do gluten and dairy, you really would have to do it for 4 weeks. And then in 4 weeks, then you would say, hey, I'm going to have cream in my coffee, and you'd have it every day for 4 days. And you would not introduce anything else, any cheese, any gluten, and then you would see how your response is, because sometimes it's not always GI. Sometimes it's abdominal cramping, sometimes it's nasal stuffiness, sometimes it's a skin rash, sometimes it's a mental fog. It's not always the same reaction. So there is something else called an elemental diet, which is a medical food, which is generally a liquid diet that provides for you just what you need. And I think you have to most of the time get that through a practitioner or a provider. We don't use that a lot at Revitalize. I know that it's very successful, but it's very hard to stick on a liquid diet for 2 weeks at least. So most people are pretty protective of their food, but it's pretty easy and free for you to do an elimination diet to see if a food is triggering your symptoms. So consider it. It only takes a month.